Shalom, friends, my brothers and sisters. I'm so excited to be back here on Hidden Knowledge Uncensored podcast. What a journey it has been. And today on April 12th, 2026, thank you so much for joining me as we reflect together, go over some pictures, just share what a beautiful, wonderful time that I had. And if anybody was there, I would love to hear your experiences too as we go along. Please share with us in the chat. I would love to hear from you too. And any questions that anybody has at all about anything at all. If you have any questions that I can help you out with, I would love for you also to drop those in the chat. And today our moderator Donna is here with us, and so grateful to have her here as a moderator on Hidden Knowledge Uncensored. Thank you so much, Donna. And she can help you navigate any of your questions over on Rumble. She's there in the Rumble chat. I also am so happy to announce we are back and streaming on YouTube. My censorship ban has been lifted. So today is also our first stream on YouTube for 2026, since I've been banned there for 4 months out of the year, which to me is just crazy. But hey, we are back, so we are going to be excited and just showing gratitude for that. I'm just excited to be back. So and with that being said, we have changed up a little bit. We are going to be using terms like living waters instead of CD and UT and things like that. We'll be saying living waters, as that's what they also are. And maybe that'll help me stay on YouTube longer without a ban. But until then, we will keep speaking the truth and uncensoring that hidden knowledge, regardless if they want to ban me or not. And so that's what we'll continue to do, speaking the truth and uncovering all of that hidden knowledge that really saved my life and is saving others' lives. And that's why we continue to speak about it and share all the truth, because we are watching just so many transformations out there. And I'm so grateful to be a part of that too. One thing, though, that's still being censored is my Facebook Live. So I'm over there and it's showing me that I'm streaming live on Facebook. But when you go to my page, it's unavailable. And I can't, the privacy is set to only I can watch myself live on Facebook, and it doesn't let me change it. It's crazy because you could go here, I go to edit post, and then you see my live is only me. And I try to tap only me, where you can change it to say like public, and it doesn't allow me to change it. And then so after my stream is over, I'm allowed then to go change it to like a public viewing, but it's no longer live. So it's just funny. And that's been happening on my Facebook. That's been going on for like 7-8 months now. So that's pretty crazy too. Just the censorship and the shadow banning. You guys probably don't see any of my posts on your social medias as well, especially on Facebook. And that's because I'm shadow banned. And so there you go. But it doesn't matter any of those things, because we are going to fight through, keep going, and keep speaking that truth and giving ourselves that healing light and knowledge and applying what we learn all together. And that's just such a great place to be through all of this. So we will continue on, as they say. And so also with today, I'm going to do something new. And I'm going to do a giveaway. And so towards the end of today's stream, I'm going to ask a question, and Donna's going to help me look out there. And the first person that answers that question correctly is going to win a Barbara O'Neill 9-pillar Sustain Me t-shirt. And so you'll also have to be willing to email me your address, as I will have to send you the shirt. So if you don't want to share your address with me, no big deal. Just you probably don't want to enter this contest. And so Barbara O'Neill's Sustain Me, I love it because sunshine, use of water, sleep, trust in divine power, abstaining, inhale fresh air, nutrition, moderation, and exercise. And that's Barbara O'Neill's 9 pillars to health, which I absolutely love. I agree with. And I would say that I'm grateful that my coaching also aligns with these pillars as well. It's very important for our health. So I'm so excited, everyone. Today we'll start a new every event I go to, I'm going to come home and bring back a gift to give away on my podcast. And so today we'll give away the shirt. So everybody get ready to put into the chat so you can win this Sustain Me shirt. It is from Sustain Me 2025, but I did just get it brand new this year. So, but still really awesome shirt. I would love to give it away to one winner out there that's going to answer a question here at the end. So stay tuned for that. And just so excited. It was just such a wonderful time out in North Carolina at Barbara O'Neill's conference put on by Shalom Temple Journey. Wow. Words, it's just so hard to even put into words how wonderful of an event it was. And it really was just a miraculous time, learning so much, the fellowship. I was so grateful this year I got to be a volunteer at the event. So I got to help with all the attendees, all the vendors, all the speakers. It was just such a great time. And so today, that's what I'm going to share more about is my experience. And then maybe we'll have another podcast at a later time getting more into like research and knowledge learned. But today is just more of an experience. So sit back, have a nice healthy snack, have a good structured water, your good mountain tea, and just enjoy. And that's a good time to reflect as well. Take deep, big breaths. And we are just going to continue to enjoy and relax and have a great stream with one another today. And I just really had the best time ever. And it was, there's Jax there, and she's the one that runs Shalom Temple Journey, becoming into Shalom Temple Ministries. And there's me and Barbara O'Neill. I was just so happy. I barely got that picture with Barbara O'Neill. She was literally walking out the door at the end of the weekend. I mean, I just have to give it up for Barbara. She is just a woman with a very, very tight schedule, and she just does it all. And God bless her for doing that for all of us. And so she was just so, she's just so busy, and I understand she's so busy. And so all week long, I'm like, oh, help me get this picture, Jax. Help me get this picture with Barbara. Help me meet her. And it was a blessing at the very end. I'm just following Barbara, trying to get, and we're all saying thank you to her and showing gratitude. And it was just such a wonderful presence and place to be in. Um, and I didn't think it was going to happen. And then I see Jax there. Jax, let me get this picture of Barbara. And she's like, Barbara, here's Gloria. And Barbara took that picture with me, and then after we took the picture, she looked at me and she's like, "Thank you for all the work you're doing." And I was like, "Oh, that's so sweet, Barbara. That's just so sweet to hear." Gratitude also, and I got to share a moment of gratitude from a stage for her earlier. I'll share that a little bit later on, but it was just so heartwarming to also receive gratitude by Barbara O'Neill. And it really just confirms too, and how important the work is that we are doing here with Hidden Knowledge, the podcast, all of our clients, just everything we're doing. And we're just going to keep moving forward. And so I was just so grateful for that and for this moment with Jax and Barbara. It was just such a beautiful, beautiful event. And here we are where I got to share on stage. Thank you to Barbara. And I didn't realize, but Barbara helped Jonathan heal, Jonathan Otto, when he was younger. And that's how Jonathan, it started his journey to learn about natural holistic medicine, as he was also a sick child in bed with things like Lyme disease, autoimmune diseases. And it was Barbara O'Neill that came to him as a child and helped him heal. And then he became a healer and helping so many others heal, an investigative journalist. He's just so many wonderful things. And so I really was just inspired in really feeling the connections that we all have are just so important with one another as well. And, Barbara coming to Jonathan, and Jonathan sharing what he does with everybody, and now helping others heal and helped me heal. And now I'm so grateful and blessed to be helping others heal. And so you just really never know what are connections with one another and where they're going to lead. And so this was also some the sound volume out, because I just had somebody film it with my phone. It's not that great, so I'm not going to play that video. But you just heard also that those were the birds that came from the Airbnb that I stayed in. And so I stayed in an Airbnb that was like in the woods. And it was only like 7 minutes away from where the event was. So it was really beautiful. And just waking up in the woods, in nature, watching that original red light coming through that sky in the morning is just so beautiful. And then the deer in North Carolina. Wow. So I also have lived in Colorado, and there's so much wildlife out there. But the wildlife in North Carolina weren't even scared of you. It was very interesting. You drive up and the deer just stare at you instead of scatter. So in Colorado, they definitely scatter. I was like, it was kind of tripping me out. But it made me realize, like, this is how we're supposed to be with nature, like still with nature. Not chaos. And so it was so beautiful. The deer, people within that lived in the community had the deer walking up to them right at their front door, like they were petting them like it was a dog. And it was just so interesting. And I love seeing that, different things like that around the United States, around the world, when you go travel, and just the different things within nature in different areas. It was so beautiful. So those were some very big highlights. Every day that I drove from the event to my Airbnb, I got to drive through this herd of deer, just there in nature, living with the people naturally. And so it was just such a beautiful experience. And thank you so much, everybody, for taking advantage and getting a discount and supporting my sponsor, DeoxyCare. just such a great alternative for your oral skincare, veterinary use, allergy use. You can go to Frontier Pharmaceutical and see their link in the description below and use coupon code Gloria5 for a nice discount over there. And get your chlorine dioxide natural, good products that are the best. I use these products as well. So thank you, everybody out there, for taking care of yourself while supporting our sponsors. I'm truly grateful. Hi. And it's going to jump into a video now next that this video I took kind of at the end of my trip, just feeling a lot of wanted to get out some gratitude and show a little bit of the nature here in in North Carolina, right along a riverbed where I was staying at the Airbnb. Enjoy. Hi, friends. What a beautiful journey here in North Carolina. Just got finished with Sustain Me, put on by Shalom Temple Journey with Barbara O'Neill, Jonathan Otto, Christine Northrup, and many, many more. And I'm just so grateful to have all the relationships here, and I truly am blessed to know each and every person I met, new friendships, old friendships reunited, and I am truly blessed. I'm so grateful to be healed and to be living my best life ever, to be spending time with my daughter, to be present in the moments. Every moment is just so precious, and I'm just so grateful to be alive. It's so beautiful out here in North Carolina. If anybody hasn't been, I really suggest you come. The beauty of nature, Yahweh's love, everything he created, and all the fellowships and all the people. I'm just so blessed. So everybody take care. I can't wait to see you next year. Love y'all. And yes, it is just so beautiful out there. Wow, look at that. I love being in nature, and you are in the woods in North Carolina. So definitely it's an event to put on your calendar. I'm pretty sure they're going to have it in North Carolina next year, but we will definitely keep you on tabs with these Barbara O'Neill events. And their website there, Donna shared the Shalom Temple Journey website in their event tab. That's where you can also see all their events upcoming and such. So keep an eye there. I believe that we're even going to get to Puerto Rico in 2027 with Shalom Temple Journey. So definitely keep an eye out. Just so many wonderful, beautiful places to be. And the fellowship is just priceless. So you guys have to get there. And I'm so grateful to be there with also helping Jonathan Otto and Red Life. And it's just always a blessing to be a part of his work as well, and just sharing the miracles and the beauty of red light therapies. And, if you live in areas like me, we have tons of chemtrail research going on. And so we are blocked from that red light frequency. And that's where I'm just so grateful to have one of these devices, so I can always get that frequency, that exact frequency that I need to heal, and that brings good healing to the body. And so just so awesome to always be there with Red Life. And Jonathan Otto had a 600. We had our 100 panel out here. That's what I'm using here. And we also had our Pro 600 panel out, which is really big, good size, like half a wall size there on the floor. You can see it. And so it's always so awesome when I get to get in front of that 600 panel. It's just so nice. And so I hope everyone that came and saw me at the Red Life booth, it was just so much fun. You see Jax there getting some more red light in on that last day there, and Jonathan from stage. And I just want to also say an open note to Miss Annie there, taking that picture with me in the middle. She was just such a blessing and gave me the biggest words of encouragement. She said, she just looked at me and she said, Gloria, I could tell. She's like, you care more about me than selling me anything. And it made me start crying. I just started crying because you know, especially when you're in a place where, yeah, we have to make money, to pay rent and money to live. But that doesn't mean it has to be the most important thing to us. And money is not the most important thing to me. And as though some may, when you're also in a public, like out in the public, people can say things and, that don't align with your heart. And so, so I've had people, of course, say things and I ignore it. But then when Miss Annie told me that, I started crying because that is my heart. I care more about helping others than about making money. And so it was just, she blessed me by saying that. And so thank you so much, Annie, for blessing me with those words. And what an adventure it always is to be there with Jonathan Otto. I mean, he is a man on a mission. And if you are in his realm or helping him or any part of that, you are on a mission with him. And so that is just another blessing. So grateful to be on mission with Jonathan. And just also just seeing what he's doing for the world and for his community and his clients, and to be a part of that, and to just see, like, I really am servicing my clients just like Jonathan is. And so he really has become a mentor to me. And I'm grateful to see that I am doing that work like that he was doing too, because it's a great inspiration. He helped me heal, and I just want to be able to be that and give that to others as well. And I am. And, when we're doing these things, it's time, like, we can be proud of ourselves and be happy about those things and move forward in the things that give us light and speak life. And yes, and working with Jonathan has been that. And I'm so grateful. We have learned more about urine therapy, more about all the living waters that we have, the red light therapies, the sunshine, the frequencies, energies, getting more into it. And so it's just such a blessing to be with him in person again. Yes, always so great. And stay tuned for more, and stay tuned with us over at healthsecrets.com. That's where you'll see our health coaching, also available in my link tree. And he has webinars and all kinds of great things. And also, he's a great sponsor of our podcast here too. And so you can get your red light therapy devices, PEMF mats, sauna blankets, all kinds of handheld devices, all kinds of sized panels, even red light therapy beds. If you wanted a whole red light therapy bed, he has so many options for everybody. And support me and my podcast while also using that link for Jonathan Otto's Red Life there. And I see you, Sky Dog. Hi. Thank you so much for joining and coming back with us. Always so exciting. And so everybody out there, make sure you're getting your Red Life devices. Key things you want to make sure that you're looking for is what frequencies are your devices putting out. Know what frequencies you're buying, and so that you know that you're getting your value for your money. Jonathan's also has great touchscreen there that you could see on the side, with manual. It has 5 different lights, 9 different settings of frequencies, and it has scene modes where you can choose, like, muscle, joints, fat loss, or you could manually set it and just go by the nanometer frequency you want. 700, I want 100% of that. 650, 100% of that. And so it has so many options, timers, remotes. You could connect it to apps. You could connect all your devices together, run them like on sync with each other, and just doing all those wonderful things. So don't miss out on your Red Life therapy devices. And so grateful back into the Sustain Me conference. I was able to meet Dr. Patrick Jones, who's the homegrown herbalist, and I got to meet him for the first time. So that was just so amazing and awesome. He actually, this was him leaving as well. I apologize, everybody. I'm like the last person that a lot of people have seen. I'm like, oh no, I've got to get this in. They're leaving, and it is. There's so much going on, and it's hard. I didn't even be able to get pictures with everybody I wanted. But I'm so grateful I got this picture here with Dr. Patrick Jones, and he's the homegrown herbalist out of his herbal farm is in Idaho. So he's pretty close here to Nevada, state away. There he is signing my book, and he was so gracious. Even though they're running out of there to catch a flight and everything else he did, he took his time with everyone and stayed there with me, chatting with me, asking questions. And that's just such a beautiful thing to experience. And that's what I love about Sustain Me, the fellowship from everyone, the doctors, the vendors, the attendees, the volunteers, just everybody. Is just such a blessing, and I'm excited. They gifted me. I purchased, but they were leaving, and so they gifted me so much stuff on top of my purchase. It was so sweet of them. And so I do have here some books, The Homegrown Herbalist and a Guide to Herbal Cleansing and Supportive Therapies. So I'm so excited. We'll be doing some more podcasts on these books and stuff that I learned directly out of it. And just such a blessing. Dr. Jones, Patrick Jones here, he wrote, Gloria, learn to love the plants and you'll be a great herbalist. And it is just so true. If we learn to love the plants, the rest will come. And so I do love the plants, and I intend on loving them more and at a greater level. And so thank you so much, Dr. Patrick Jones. And everybody has to, if you have an opportunity, he also has workshops and such in Idaho. And he'll be continuing on more with the Sustain Me events as well. And another man of nature that loves nature is Mr. Dr. Bryan Ardis here, and his wonderful products, as well as being a sponsor of Hidden Knowledge Uncensored. So get your Dr. Ardis's Nature Wins products and use discount code Gloria to get a savings over with Dr. Ardis's supplements. And also, when you look in the links for Dr. Ardis on my Rumble channel, it's not putting my affiliate information in with the link. So you guys have to make sure that you use that discount code Gloria to get that discount. And if you want to copy and paste that whole link, it may help out as well. But Dr. Ardis is so censored that the links are always broken with him everywhere I share it. Dr. Ardis is also so censored that I can't even attach any of his stuff to my link tree. And so that's another reason why we're starting a website coming up here soon. So all of my affiliates, even the censored ones who are working so hard for humanity, and all of us working hard together, even if it takes, then I have to have a website to beat censorship. So that's what's happening, and we're just going to move forward. But don't miss out on Dr. Ardis's products. There's a reason why he's so censored. They don't want you to know or have his information. So head over to his website take advantage of his research, take advantage of his products, and enjoy.
Hi,
and so we are also now going to go into another. Oh yeah, see, it's gonna make me watch the video. So sorry guys for bouncing around. We're going to move now into another video here I took with Aaron, and you guys all know Aaron. He's come on here onto the podcast a few times as a guest, and interviewed and shared his energy technology with us. So here is a little short that Aaron and I did over at Sustain Me.
Hi everyone, it's Gloria Free for All here at Sustain Me, here with Aaron at the Shalom Temple Journey, Barbara and Neil's Sustain Me conference, and we're so excited to see what Aaron has had here at the conference to share with us.
Yeah, and it's not just what I've had, but what everyone's had all week, and also all the amazing speakers we've had. It's been a star-studded lineup, to be sure, as well as some incredible vendors here. And Gloria came to help us out, so we're so grateful, Gloria. You made a big impact, and I think you won a lot of raffles. So you'll have to tell your fans about what you won here at Sustain Me.
I'm so excited. I won some honeybee honeyville, honeybee.
Some honey. Some honey. Yep.
I won some tallow, and I won Aaron's electrolytes, which I'm so excited about, and Radiance Earth kit. And so it's so exciting, and just the fellowship is priceless. And
priceless.
That is why everybody has to come see it here.
Come see it here, and when you're here, you can also see the various different technologies we have here. We have tensor tools that I make. We have tech from Dan from Essential Energies, and so many more. The wellness blanket was here, as well as a bunch of other vendors selling holistic health products that can support your wellness. So come check us out next year in 2027. We'll get the dates online, and Gloria will know about it. We'll be inviting you back for sure, Gloria. So thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you, Aaron. Love you guys.
Wow. And it's just always such an amazing time. And did you see Aaron's technology back there? His harmonizer is just amazing and awesome. So I love to go get out there and see his homemade and his personal devices that he's using. And it was so awesome. Aaron was there with his family. You see Alan there with the honeybee hemp as well. And it was just such a blessing to have us all there together, fellowship, sharing what we've learned throughout the year and coming together, re-energizing, and just sharing all that wonderful knowledge. Alan is also using urine and red light, and I got to explore with him using DMSO even, and using these things together for our eyes. And so it's just such a beautiful thing. He got to share with me some of his energy plates and using them with the red light, and how can we get more frequency? How can we use all of these things synergistically together as well? And so it's just such a blessing to share all of these wonderful things together. And Aaron has his own table and his own vendor booth now, Moland Mineral Company. So excited. Keep an eye out for Aaron's vendor booth at Sustain Me events, and he'll be hopefully joining more events as well. And so just more reasons, more fabulous reasons why you have to get back and join Sustain Me 2027. And thank you, everybody. The time is coming up. Healing for the Ages 2026 will be coming up before we know it. And don't forget to use discount code Gloria on your online ticket. That's where you'll be able to get a discount code using Gloria. Is on online tickets only, not in-person tickets. But everybody that's going to be joining online, make sure you use discount code Gloria and get 30% off of your virtual ticket. And so thank you so much, everybody. And thank you, Healing for the Ages, for being a sponsor of our broadcast. And so grateful to be reunited with Tim here at Sustain Me conference. And Tim and I first met one another 2 years ago in Georgia at another conference I was at where I was helping Jonathan at and helping Jonathan do interviews. And the film crew that was helping us that Jonathan hired were friends of Tim's, and they learned about my testimony and shared it with Tim. And Tim said, please interview with me for his film that he's making. And so I interviewed back then, and I've always wondered, where is that interview that I did? Because it was such a wonderful interview. And Tim's energy is just so wonderful, and he's just such a blessing. And him and his wife have gone through a lot, even have testimonies of their own. And so it was just so powerful to connect with him even the first time. And then so the second time when he came up to me, he's like, do you remember me? I said, oh my gosh, yes, of course I remember you. I've been wondering, like, where's the interview, but he hasn't finished it yet, so he'll hopefully be finishing things soon. I got to interview with him again and do a follow-up, and so it's just such a blessing to be reconnected and to share that hope and to learn more about how inspirational my testimony has really been with those with urine therapy. And so it just always confirms with me to continue to speak about it. It really has made such a big impact and difference. And so, and just have fun with it again. That's what Tim has reminded me. He showed me some clips from my first interview with him. Those of you and Donna, you've been here with me so long. I mean, when I first healed, I was just so excited talking about urine therapy constant. And I mean, really, I thought I was dead, I thought that was like the only route out of how I was feeling and what I was going through, the side effects from the COVID-19 shot, that death was like, heart attack was coming, death was coming. And so, of course, to come out of that and be healthy and be my best health ever, I am still just so grateful and excited about it. And so Tim reminded me how grateful and excited I really am. And I'm going to continue on with that excitement because it really is something to be excited for. We really do have natural, easy, Yahweh given tools, resources, our own bodies made intentionally, ways to stay healthy and live our best lives ever. I'm truly grateful. I know it to be true, not just a belief that I believe in, but truth that I can rely on. So I'm so grateful to be in the truth and knowledge. And yeah, we'll just keep on being in truth and knowledge with one another. And so stay tuned when his movies and documentaries do drop. I will keep you posted on that. I would love to have Tim on and interview as well too here on Hidden Knowledge. So we'll work on getting him here as well. So stay tuned for all of those wonderful things. And thank you again so much. Such a beautiful time with you, Tim. Thank you, everybody, also for purchasing a Cardio Miracle and using my link below, cardiomiracle.com/Gloria. And that will get you to my page with Cardio Miracle, who also sponsors this podcast, along with we've even had an interview here with Dr. Judy Mikovits, who shared with us her knowledge of working with Anthony Fauci in labs while she was during the AIDS pandemic and now moving forward. And so she just has so much knowledge around that. And she helped formulate the Cardio Miracle with John Hewlett. So you could go to our interviews over in Hidden Knowledge playlist, and you could see our interview there with Dr. Judy Mikovits, also in our top viewed playlist, and just see why all the wonderful reasons why Cardio Miracle is good for you, not only for your heart, but it helps oxidize our bodies, all of our bodies, regardless if you're healing or if you're just using it for great food supplement, because that's what it is food and nutrition. So get your Cardio Miracle and support our podcast. And there is our link for Cardio Miracle and supporting. And thank you, everybody, for all of your purchases and your support. I really do appreciate all of it. Thank you. Oh, and then we're going to move into another gratitude video, more footage in North Carolina. This one just alongside of the road and just being grateful.
Shalom. Wow, it's just so gorgeous out here in North Carolina. I'm so grateful and blessed coming upon the end of my journeys here. But I love that I was able to rent a vehicle this time and drive around. And wow, I love when I travel across the road and going through states and just turn onto a dirt road and you don't know where it leads you, and just stop off and just take a moment to praise Yahweh and give thanks and just be in nature, have a little lunch. I'm so grateful here with my ancient breads, my spinach, and gonna have a nice sandwich as I just sit here, give thanks, and enjoy nature. I'm truly blessed, and I absolutely love it out here. It's just so gorgeous, and I'm so grateful to be here and spending this time in nature. Everyone be blessed.
It's just so beautiful, and I really do love that. Just drive, turn off on a dirt road, have lunch on a dirt road that you've never been on before, and just enjoy. In this other picture, after North Carolina, I got to go to Southern California, where we took one day and we went to the beach, and it was so crazy and wild. All of a sudden, like, you could kind of maybe see from this picture a little bit in the distance, like there is stuff that, like, crazy wind that started blowing in on the beach. They ended up having to close the beach down. It was so wild. And it's just really, the weather manipulation is just so insane. I have some more pictures of that for you in the end. But other than that, being at the beach, it was just so wonderful. And being with my family, it was another great experience for this trip. And taking in those natural minerals at the beach is just always really, really good too. And so just such a blessing all the way around this last couple weeks on my vacation. And there is the Shalom Temple Journeys website, where you could go to their events tab, and you could join also their monthly. They have a monthly subscription type of thing. And with that monthly subscription, you'll have access to all of the presentations, the doctors speaking, the Q&As, all of those things. So you could still access this past presentations if you would like. You could join their subscription and also keep an eye on their events tab. You'll see that there at the top, to make sure and keep an eye out on all those future events, because you don't want to miss out on all of this wonderful fun and knowledge, and just all of the wonderful things that you get to come back with and share with your family as well. And it really does change your life and change your family's life. That's what I love about this Sustain Me event with the Shalom Temple Journey. It really does keep me fed and sustains me. So I really do love it. You guys have to come back and join and be a part of it next year with us. And don't miss out on your replays. Also, another great supporter and a vendor from North Carolina is the Moon Made Botanicals. And I absolutely love their products. I've been using a lot of their Skin Vitality. My partner, Alex, and some of his friends and his workers over there at the Tesla have been using the, I think it's the pain relief, and that one right away, they're getting pain relief. So I'm just so grateful for that. And a shout out to everybody over at Tesla tuning in on the podcast. I hear everybody out there is watching chemtrails now since Hidden Knowledge Uncensored podcast. So that's awesome to hear everybody at the Tesla Reno factory tuning in and getting your knowledge on chemtrails, along with the knowledge on how to stay healthy and cleansed from the chemtrails. So tune in for more on that and enjoy your Moon Made Botanicals to help you with that pain out at the Tesla factory. And everybody out there, no matter what field you're in and what you're doing, they have wonderful products. Also a lot of women's products and wonderful teas, all kinds of great things. So take a look at their website while using discount code Gloria for a great savings of 20% over there. So get your discount, use discount code Gloria, and enjoy your Moon Made Botanicals. Now, also, I wanted to touch on a little bit of news and updates, not too much, just a little bit here. So like I was saying, well, I guess we'll start with the chemtrails aspect as we started talking a little bit about chemtrails. And so here down at this bottom of the screen, right in this picture here, this is a picture from Los Angeles. And so now that I've actually realized and have that knowledge, I look at the skies in Los Angeles a lot different. And so they'll want to tell you that Los Angeles is full of smog. And I'm not saying that, there isn't any chemicals due to smog in LA. That's not what I'm saying. There could be. But are the skies in LA really bad because of smog? Or are the skies in LA really bad because of chemtrails like everywhere else? And it is not smog. It is things that are being pushed in through the ocean, like that previous picture I was showing. You could see out in the distance, and then eventually the whole beach side was covered with sand, like you couldn't even see. That's why they closed the beach down. And so was that because of smog? No. From this picture here at the bottom, is that smog there in the sky? We're like downtown LA. That's downtown LA in the distance there. Is it covered in smog? No, it's covered in chemtrails. And so, just be very aware out there. Just make sure you're cleansing, because the chemtrails, as it's looking, there's all kinds of things that we could do to detox and to keep that chemtrail exposure rate down. And so no matter where you're living, we're exposed to these things. So you just want to be cautious and make sure you're doing that. And then this picture of chemtrails up here, this is up in Mammoth on the way from Nevada to California. I drive along the 395 going through Mammoth. So beautiful. But something I noticed, because I haven't driven this route since 2021, I think. And so it's been a little while, maybe 2022, but since then, I haven't driven through these mountains since then. So this time, things that I really noticed that really stood out to me are, what I thought was coming from Reno Mountains, which there is a lot of these clouds that I want to look like atomic bombs just rising from the ground into the air, and that's obviously not clouds. It's chemicals being pushed into the sky, and I thought there was all of it was coming from the mountains here in Tahoe, which that is happening, and there are labs here in Tahoe doing that as well. But what I notice is that there's so much and way more coming from the Mammoth area. And so anybody out there that is doing chemtrail research or investigating these things, I strongly suggest to look into the Mammoth Mountains. There is definitely something going on up there. And crazy enough too is that there's a Mammoth airport up there where there was like all kinds of lines of small airplanes. And so it's like, but the fire that went through Mammoth, a lot of the small businesses have closed. Oh, but all of these airplanes are doing well up there. I wonder why. So just something to look into, fellow people out there investigating. I'm going to try to get back up there if I can. That there's some areas to look into. I would love to go and just explore a lab up there. Even go knock on the front door and say hi. Anything I can get. But there's some awesome knowledge and things to know. And so go explore the Mammoth Mountains up there for more on that too. And I couldn't bring, if you have a divine harmonizer, it's good to leave it at home, harmonizing your area. So I didn't bring my harmonizer with me, but I brought one of my tensor rings and some Shugnite crystal and some black tourmaline to help me along my journey, just to help stay harmonized, help those chemtrails a little in the area. And that's one thing, though, that you get in California is that beautiful tangerine sky, sunset. The sunsets in California are just so beautiful. That's where that is. That's out in the desert, driving from Mammoth to San Bernardino. And other things that are going on now, over down here at the bottom right picture, this is my distiller. And so something that happened Resurrection weekend that I haven't seen in my distiller is this really gross red water. And so I heard on X and some other podcasts and such, and some news articles, what's happening with our waters is that all of these AI hubs and these electrical hubs that are taking so much power and electricity are causing water runoff, and our waters are now turning red because of the AI electrical housing. And so I never saw any of this before until Resurrection weekend. It's crazy the things that come around the time of resurrection, because evil people are doing evil things around that time of year. And so I noticed that my water is now red in the distiller, and it does not look red when I put it in or any of that. I only see the red come through when I distill it. And so I'm glad I'm not drinking this electrified tech water. I don't even know what is like tech, IT tech runoff. Not good. Not good to be in the body, definitely. And so really, really be careful of the water source you're drinking. All these tech hubs are creating now runoff into our waterways. So be very, very cautious on that. And now it's like water that I used to think is good. And that's why I distill and constantly distill, is so what's happening with your water. When things change, you also know because you're distilling all of your water. And so all of a sudden now my distiller is red and it's like, wow, never seen that before. And so I know something changed. And then the news and other people across the country are like talking about that, like the water coming out of their sink is red. And now I see red in my distiller. So if you also have red coming out in your water, or you might want to make sure, take a sample somewhere, make sure, test it that there isn't extra toxins coming in, or get a distiller so you can really see what's left behind out of your filtered water, your tap water, whichever water, even a plastic bottle water. Distill that and see what's left behind. All of these things help me realize, like, okay, I need to be on distilled water. Even if that means adding your Celtic salt electrolytes, your Mullen mineral electrolytes, all your good healthy electrolytes back into the distilled water, after structuring it back to the crystalline form. Then working through that process, though, it just has been, words can't describe how miraculous it is and beneficial it is for our health. So we have to get on distilling our water, structuring our water, adding these electrolytes back in. Also up there, something I got that I'm really liking is my Cleaver's liquid extract. It's a great way to detox heavy metals, parasites, all kinds of supplements out there. So you just want to make sure that you're living that cleansing lifestyle, because unfortunately we are under so many toxins and under attack, which leads me to our first tool that we have is prayer. And so we are all under so much attack right now. I have friends that are, so many of us out there listening today. I bet you guys can all tell me ways that you're being attacked right now as well. If you'd like to share in the chat, you can. And, but our number one way to combat all of these things is through prayer. So make sure that you guys are praying and using your discernment through all of these things, and let that guide you, and let Yahweh guide you through, and he will. And he has for me. And so he will continue. And I look forward to sharing more of these things. And I know, like, when we talk about news and updates too, like, there's a lot going on with the war right now. But I don't want to spend a lot of time focusing on that, because there's a lot more out there on that elsewhere. And for me, I really do try to just focus on the healing and positivity. And so I just pray also for our country. I pray even for Iran. I pray even for life and for love and for peace. These are the things I pray. These are the things that I was hoping for through this presidency. And so I'm just going to leave that part of the news on that. And I just will always continue to pray for love and for peace, regardless of what that means. And I'm praying for love and peace for us all now, no matter what we're dealing with. If you have family going over to serve in the war, or you're over here in America trying to make it so your family doesn't have to serve in the war, I salute you both, and I stand behind you both. And those are the kind of things we need to continue to be able to also have the rights to choose these things, because it's scary when they start talking about like they're going to start the draft, starting the draft for in any at all. I don't know how much I agree with the draft, and I think it's just scary anyway. And then now they're talking about drafting women, and I just completely do not agree with that. I just completely don't agree. And, now my daughter is at a draftable age. And so would that mean that she would be drafted? She is not prepared to go to war. It's just insane that we've come to a place where we're talking about that. And then why are they going to start a draft for women? For inclusion, for equality, because women are equal. And so now they can be included in the draft. So do you see where we've gone from, oh, you think it's just so simple as now we're going to include men in women's sports for inclusion and so to be equal. And then they say, oh, but we're not doing that yet. Oh, it's not affecting anyone. Until now, we're in Congress talking about drafting women into war to be equal. And so see where one thing leads to another, but they'll never tell you their intention of what their true intention really is. What is their end game? They're never going to tell you that. But one little thing, we turn our back and on Yahweh's direction for one little thing, and then it leads into way bigger things. And so that's why it's so important that we all must stand for truth and honor in no matter what you're dealing with in your life. We all are being shown different things, and so like that looks different for each of us of what we must stand for in truth and honor. But I can guarantee you that we all have things coming at us in life where it could be easier to not stand. It could be easier not to say anything. It could be easier, but then that will lead to somebody not getting help. Maybe you're supposed to stand for truth to help somebody else out in that moment. And now, that person now is going to be hung in the wind, whatever it is. Just make sure that you stay in that truth, honor and discernment, and we will make it through. And so for that, I am always grateful. And even though we're dealing with hard things again in life, we can absolutely make it through. And next week, everybody, tune in. You don't want to miss Hidden Knowledge Uncensored podcast on autism and living waters, holistic health, and studies by Carrie Rivera. And so next week's podcast is going to be awesome. So much knowledge, great protocols, great studies out there. It's just a great, also special to my heart to be able to bring these two things together now. I've come to a place in life where this has been on my heart to do this podcast. So I'm so grateful that it's coming together. I'm finally going to be able to do it. And so we're going to bring it together. Let's talk about autism and living waters. What are our holistic health options that we do have out there, and what beautiful testimonies have been seen. So tune in for next week's podcast on autism and living waters, April 19th at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. All right, everybody. Before we move on, the time has come. Let's do our raffle giveaway. So, time to win an extra large shirt. And I have a gray shirt and a blue shirt. So beautiful shirts here. We're going to start giving away prizes every event I go to. So here's our first prize giveaway here on Hidden Knowledge Uncensored. What was the name of the event that I was just at, put on by Shalom Temple Journey in North Carolina? First person in the chat that answers wins the shirt. I'll have to mail it to you. So make sure that you're willing to just put the answer in the chat, Skydog. What was the name of the event that I just was at, put on by the Shalom Temple Journey with Barbara O'Neill? What was the name of the event? And this shirt is yours. I'm so excited to send it to. What was the name of the event that I was just at in North Carolina, put on by Shalom Temple Journey? And you win this shirt here. Oh, he says he forgets. Oh. And Donna's giving you a hint. You could check the links and drop it. Still waiting for a winner to get that shirt, a free shirt. So excited to give a shirt out. I am so excited. I'm wearing my shirt here at, I have the dark blue one on, which I also have a gray and a blue shirt. So you could even choose the color. And the dark blue one, the back of it has sunshine, use of water, sleep, trust in divine power, abstaining, inhale fresh air, moderation, and exercise. And there is Barbara O'Neill's 9 pillars of health, which I absolutely agree with. And yeah, I'm so grateful to be a part of it. You're so close, Sky Dog. So close, so close. I was in North Carolina, and Barbara O'Neill was at, it starts with an S, somebody out there. What was the name of the event that you have to make sure that you get to next year? And join us all in North Carolina. All right, Sky Dog, I'm going to give you some more time. We will move on with the podcast. But if you are able to get it in there, I'll allow anybody. If you can let us know, Donna's keeping an eye out for you. If you could tell me what was the name of the event over in podcast chat or in Rumble chat. Tell me what was the name of the event I was just at with in North Carolina, and I will mail you one of these wonderful shirts. So you can have a shirt of your own as well from the Barbara O'Neill, the 9 Pillars of Health. Just an awesome shirt to have. So let me know, Donna, if you see a winner out there. And getting now back to our presentation here at Radiance Transformation Club, which we meeting on Thursdays. We're going to have our next session on April 23rd. I have to take one more week off of Radiance Transformation Club, but we will get back into it April 23rd. We're going to hit it hard with urine therapy, chlorine dioxide, some more living waters, and also talking about liver cleansing, parasite cleansing, organ cleansing, why it's important to do these cleanses frequently. All part of great things we're learning at Radiance Transformation Center. So please give me an email at hiddenKnowledgeUncensored@gmail.com if you would like to join Radiance Transformation Club. We have it in person and online. So however you would like to join, we'll make that happen for you. And congratulations! Sky Dog, you got it. That is it. Sustain Me Living Wellness Fair. That is the, yeah, that is it. That was the name of the event that I was just at to. It was put on by Shalom Temple Journey, the Sustain Me Living and Wellness Fair. Was the best time of my life, and you guys have to come back and join me in 2027. The more people that we get to go to, we can explore things like renting a bigger Airbnb. We could all pitch in together. We can make it a fun time and easier for us all to go if we work on things like that beforehand. And then it could also help us one another go. So if you're interested in things like that, please let me know as well. And I will keep you informed, and we'll just keep chugging along and helping one another the best we can. So let me know if there's any events that you guys would like to go to that you hear me talking about or going to, and we can see what we can do and help each other out. And yeah, that is close enough. It was really good. And so whichever shirt you would like, Sky Dog, I have, they're both extra large sizes. So hopefully that will be good. I have a gray one here that has colors, and it has a really pretty back with the 9 pillars down like that. Or we have this blue shirt here, and it has the 9 pillars written across that way. And so let me know real quick, Sky Dog, would you rather have the blue one or the gray one? And then if you don't mind emailing me your address, and I'll make sure to send this shirt to you. And thank you so much for participating and being here with Hidden Knowledge Uncensored. I'm so grateful for you, and always grateful for your fellowship and for you tuning in and for you supporting me as well, and Hidden Knowledge Uncensored. So you saying the blue one, I'll send you this blue one on your way. Go ahead and email me your address and I'll send this right to you. Thank you so much again. And congratulations, and enjoy your shirt. You're very, very welcome too. So exciting, everyone. Exciting times going around. And stay tuned for the next event I will be at, as I will make sure to come home with a special gift that we will also raffle off then too. So stay tuned for more fun giveaways. And also don't miss out if you're on the West Coast along to Central ish. I think they go like out to Arizona, along the whole West Coast, Washington, California, Oregon, Nevada. And so you can explore if you would like to get fresh farm food delivered straight to your door. You could do that with Farm Fresh to You. And there's a discount code, that GLZR3973, and you get $15 off of your first delivery using that discount code. I love this farm box. I do stay away, of course, they have seedless stuff, but I stay away from the seedless stuff. And other than that, everything I've gotten from this box has been organic, number 9s. I can taste the difference in the food, which that is the biggest thing when you go and shop with your local farmer, a farmer, is you can taste the difference in your farm fresh food. So even if you're not buying Farm Fresh to You delivery boxes, get in touch with your local farmer. Many farmers nowadays are doing home deliveries, so you can make it easy. Know you're getting organic farm food straight to your door. So great things, always trying to support our local farmers while supporting your health and your nutrition the best way possible. And coming soon is radiancetc.com. My new website will be launching here hopefully in a few months, I'm hoping, and get it up and going. Until then, I'm using my link tree. That's where you can find my shop, all of my sponsors, all of my products, events, and more. There's also a lot of research there to take advantage of. You could just scroll down on the link side as well and get all of that information. And then it takes you straight to my shop, where you can explore all of the wonderful sponsors you heard today, and even more sponsors. All the sponsors I have are located there at the shop. So go take a look at my link tree for now. Take a look at the shop. Get yourself the best products ever while supporting your health and supporting Hidden Knowledge Uncensored. So thank you, everybody, too, for sponsoring us. And you could more than welcome to send me an email. You can go to radiancetc.com. You could drop us a line there right now. That's working there. And anyways, to stay connected, stay on top of your health, tune in and stay tuned for more. And then over at my link tree as well, at the top of my link tree is where you can see all of my social platform links. It's an easy way to navigate to all of my social platform links. You can veer off to X from there, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, my email's up there. Also, if you guys don't mind, send me an extra like over on TikTok. You can veer off from Linktree to TikTok. My TikTok name is also Gloria Free For All. Also, you can search me up from Gloria Sharlein over there. But I'm trying to build up my TikTok likes so I can hopefully be able to start streaming this podcast there as well. I have to get enough likes to even start exploring that, to view that. But it would be nice if we can add TikTok to our streams. And so go ahead and head over to TikTok, give me a like. You can hit that QR code there, and that will take you to my link tree and shop, and also where you can get all of those social platform links, research, and more. Yes. So thank you so much, everybody, for supporting me and all of my work. I would really appreciate it if you would also give me a follow on Rumble, all of my social platforms. And if you share my work as well, it really does help others get in tune with the information and also helps me keep going. And Dr. Group is another wonderful sponsor that I'm so grateful for, that his products are just top of the line. His labs that he makes are just one of a kind. And so really, it's a great place to be, is at Global Healing's website, to take advantage of their supplements. They're even, they have wonderful programs, just all kinds of knowledge over there at Global Healing. And so you can use your discounts below, or sorry, they're not discount codes, but they're codes that you could purchase with Dr. Group and support me at the same time. And so please use Dr. Group's healing product links with my links over in the description below, and on my link tree is an easy place to also get to Global Healing products, along with Dr. Group's Earth Harmony products. And so all wonderful, wonderful things. And before we now are coming to the end, and we will just about be wrapping up here, I wanted to make sure that there wasn't any questions that anybody had that I can answer. Along with just showing you some more of the wonderful things that I was gifted and given. I have given away a lot of the stuff that I was gifted and given, and so that's always fun, and I'm so grateful that I can share some of the winnings and some of the things that I received and bought and just gifted to my family, to my daughter, just showing her how to replace beauty products and switch them now with natural products. And so I've really been working on that a lot with her since she's 21 now, and that's a big thing. And so I got to come home with products and be like, use this now, use this face wash, use this cleansers, use these and that, and get rid of this stuff. And so it's just such a grateful and a blessing to be able to do that. We also have Stay Ready, Mountain Readiness. So excited. Going to be going on their podcast soon, and going to have them on our podcast soon. Along with, you'll want to keep an eye out on Honeybee Hemp Fest. And you don't want to miss out on Honeybee Hemp Fest, a music and healing arts festival coming out of North Carolina, September 19th and 20th. 2026, and that will be in Louisville, North Carolina. So if you can attend that, I'll see if I'll be going, but you'll definitely want to be going. And Skydog, I see you asking out there, are we meeting on Thursdays and is class still happening? This Thursday, I cannot do class, so we can't have class this Thursday. Our next Radiance Transformation Club class will be on April 23rd, Thursday. And so not this Thursday, but the following Thursday, we'll be getting together again to meet for Radiance Transformation Club. Thank you so much for your patience on that. And we'll be hitting it hard with living waters, the urine therapy, chlorine dioxide, and cleansing, parasite cleansing, liver cleansing, organ cleansing. And that's where we'll start when we hit back up in class in Radiance Transformation Club. And just so many wonderful things that we've learned that we were a part of. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today and for being a part of Radiance Transformation, Hidden Knowledge Uncensored. I'm just so grateful for you for tuning in. And you are just making such a big choice for yourself when you choose health and you choose life and you transform. It really does inspire me. And you get to watch yourself also heal from the inside out. And now we just carry these tools, carry this with us the rest of our lives. And once you have that knowledge, you can never go back. Nobody can ever take that knowledge from you. And so that's what I'm just so grateful to be a part of that. And watching you guys all now transform and choose life. It's just, that's been just such a miraculous journey. And so really, I am truly grateful. Thank you for tuning in from Rumble, from Locals, from YouTube, Facebook, X, and Telegram. And I can't wait to get back next Sunday. We'll be doing our podcast. And then April 23rd, Thursday, we'll be back to Radiance Transformation Club. And let's see, Skydog, you're asking a couple more questions. I want to make sure I get those in. You're saying, I drink urine straight and nothing to mask the taste 2 weeks now. Amazing. Congratulations. That's such a great go. Aw, and you're noticing small differences. That's where it goes. Just the small differences, stick with it, and just the miracles will continue to happen. So I'll continue to pray for you, Skydog, too, and your UT journey. That's just such a blessing to hear. I'm so grateful. There's just been so many of us that come together through this podcast and start urine therapy, start, our living waters, start all kinds of things and taking our health into our own hands. I'm so grateful to be a part of that. So grateful to hear that news, Skydog. Just continue to be free and drink your pee. That's the saying here. And that's just so wonderful. I'm so grateful to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in with me today, hearing our reflections for Sustain Me by Shalom Temple Journey and Barbara O'Neill, Jonathan Otto, and more. Stay tuned as we will have more events, more conferences, more beautiful, blessed work coming through. Stay tuned with Yahweh and your internal healing and your direction and your way of life that you are facing and seeing. Just stay blessed, stay tuned, stay in Yahweh's way, stay in the light, stay in the good and truth and honor, and we will all make it through and be living our best lives ever, even though we're also living through some of the hardest times ever, but we could still be living our best lives ever as well. And so just stay in that. God, Yahweh will lead you through, and we will conquer all and be just so good. I'm so grateful. I'm dealing with so many hard things too, everyone, but I know, and I'm so grateful because there's so many good things as well. And we just stay focused on those good things. And that is where the best things will happen and light will shine through. And yes, and Skydog, urine has really helped me more than anything. Oh, it's such a blessing. I'm so grateful to hear that. after we've all been, some of us have been hurting for so long. I know you've been hurting and trying. And so I'm so grateful to hear that this has really helped you more than anything. So keep on going. Keep on going. Come back next week. I can't wait to hear from you more, also in Radiance Transformation Club on April 23rd. And yes, people, just praying for everybody. Everybody stay blessed, stay in your prayers, stay in your Yahweh's walk in your life. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Everybody, thank you so much. Take care and have a blessed evening. Bye.